I'm Janhavi Panwar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you all should definitely subscribe and also press the ringing bell besides the subscribe button. And don't forget to follow me on all of my socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. Yeah, I only am on 3 different social medias. I'm also on Snapchat, but I don't use it. I only use it to click aesthetic pictures and stuff, so yeah. Okay, let's get started. So today I'm gonna be telling you people about Ielts, and I really gotta focus on this one. Well, I had to focus on this one to tell you people all about it. So the things that I'm going to talk about are the 4 different sections in Ielts, then the scores, like how do you get the score, your numbers, your bands. Then I'm gonna be talking about the pattern, and then I'm gonna give you some overall tips. So let's get started with the first one, that is the sections. Before that, let me tell you what Ielts is. Ielts is International English Language Testing System. Many people also pronounce it Ielts or however they pronounce it, I don't know. I pronounce it Ielts. So Ielts is International English Language Testing System. Here, this is a test, like there are 2 different options in this one. First is the academic one, second is general. So there is academic Ielts and general Ielts. So in general one, this is when you have to migrate from one country to another, like from you, where you have to migrate from your country to a major English speaking country, or if you're going for some work related training, so then you have to give the Ielts general. And the academic one is when students go out in the countries to study. So for your undergraduate courses or your postgraduate courses, and it is accepted in more than 150 countries. So that's what people do it for. So there are these 2 different types of Ielts. Also, I'm making this video without my mic. There is something wrong with both of my mics, and I don't know what companies there is. Yeah, one is from HEYA, and I don't know how about the second one. Wait, let me check. It's not written over here, so I'm not sure about that, but there's something wrong with both of these, and so sorry if you hear some background noises. Alrighty, after all of these Ielts thing, I'm gonna be talking about the different sections now. There are 4 different sections in Ielts. There is listening, there is reading, there is writing, and there is speaking. So all of these, listening is for 30 minutes, where you have to just listen to some dialogues and conversations and some monologues too. And you are gonna be reading, you're gonna be having your question paper, your test paper in front of you. You're gonna be reading different questions, and you're gonna have to answer according to what you hear. So the listening section is for 30 minutes. Then you're given 10 minutes more to transfer your answers from what you have written on your question paper or your test paper to the answer sheet. So you're gonna have to transfer all of the answers. You'll be given 10 minutes for that. So basically it's a 40-minute thing. Then there is the reading part. Reading part is for 60 minutes. There are also 4 sections in reading one. It's basically a comprehensive type of thing, you know, how we do comprehensions in our school, or maybe in your colleges too. And then we have, what do we have? Yeah, then we have the writing part. Writing part is also for 60 minutes. There are 2 different sections in here. You get 2 questions, and yeah, that's it. Then there is the speaking one. Speaking one usually lasts from 11 minutes to 15 minutes, and there are 3 different questions. And yeah, we are going to be talking about all of these. So first, when I was on the listening one, I also forgot to mention that the listening test consists of 40 different questions. So there are 40 questions in the listening test. There are 4 different sections. In the first section, there is going to be a conversation, like somebody would be having, you're going to be having your microphones on. So there would be like some recorded conversation between 2 people. In the first section, there would be 2 people, and the information's going to be like, you know, factual and all. So whatever you're going to hear, there's also going to be your test paper. So according to what you hear, you have to write. So you're going to be doing 3 things simultaneously. You're going to be listening, you're going to be writing your answers, and you're also going to be reading the questions. So this is what listening's about. Then listening section 2, it's gonna be a monologue, and now this monologue, now it'll be a little difficult because the section 1 was just like a conversation, and second one there'll be like a monologue or something. Somebody would be telling people about something, or you know, not you, but it'll be a recorded monologue or a speech or something. Then you have to listen to that speech and fill in the answers. In third section, there is gonna be, third section is about conversations, and that conversation is gonna be among several several people, not only 2 people like it was in section 1, but this one's gonna last from several, there's just gonna be among several people, maybe up to 4 or 5. So you're gonna be listening to all of those, and it would be a bit complex. It would be tougher because of the language and the vocabulary, so you gotta have a good vocabulary too. And the fourth one is also a monologue. This may be a speech or can be a podcast, but not really. But it's gonna be a monologue, and it's gonna be a bit longer than the one monologue which that was in section 2. So it's gonna be longer, and again, the vocabulary will be a little bit higher than section 2. So this is all about listening. And now for the reading part has 3 passages, so like 3 sections. There are 3 passages, and you're given 40 minutes for the whole 60 minutes for the whole reading part, and there are 40 questions in total, and the 3 passages last from 1 page or 1.5 page. You are also given like different points and different paragraphs in each essay. So that's how reading is. And then there are different questions type, like there are going to be MCQs or sentence completion or summary. You got to complete a summary. Yes, no, not given, true, false, not given. I'm going to be making another video on all of this. So this is what reading's about. It lasts for 60 minutes. You're given 60 minutes for this. Then we have the writing section. In writing section, there are 2 different questions, like 2 different tasks. In the first task, you have to write approximately 150 words. It can be a bit higher than that, but not low. Or even if you're gonna go low, so not less than 140. But I'd always prefer to go more than 150, so you gotta write on the task. In the first task, you're also given there you can have a bar chart, or you can have something like a diagram which you have to define. You can have some different kind of graphs. So that's what all writing task 1 is about. And writing task 2, which is a bit longer, you gotta write approximately 250 to 300 words. So you gotta write 250 words, and this is gonna be an essay. Now this may be based on your opinion, maybe based on your facts. So there is gonna be an essay, agree, disagree type of. It can be on any topic. So basically, you have to know what's going on in the world, around the world, so you can write on that. You can write a good essay. The next part is speaking. As I told you people earlier, in speaking there are 3 different questions. Now I'm not only talking about they're going to ask you 1 question, what is your name? Second question, where do you belong from? Or third question, and it's going to be like, okay, that's it. No, it's not going to be like that. These 3 different questions mean there are going to be 3 different sections. In the first section, they're going to make you comfortable, the interviewer will make you comfortable. They're going to ask basic questions about you. In the second section, like in the second question, they're going to give you a topic, regarding sports, basically all the general topics like sports, outdoor, any topic they can pick it up, and anything related to your life or what you see on a regular basis. And after that, you're gonna have to speak on it for approximately 1 to 1.5 minutes, and you'll also be given 1 minute to prepare for that. And in the third one, they're going to pick up another topic, like a regular basis topic, and they're going to ask you different questions regarding that, approximately 45 questions or maybe 6 or 7 questions. So, and this only lasts for like 15 minutes or 17, 18 minutes. That's it. Next thing we have is the bands. How do they score? So every section in listening and in reading, as there are 40 questions, so each question is for 1 mark. So that's basically 40 questions and 40 marks. But they don't give you numbers, they don't give you that kind of score. These people, like the Ielts test, they score you the bands. This Ielts overall is for 9 bands. So you're gonna be scoring out of 9 bands, and how many bands you're gonna score, it's gonna depend on your correct answers. And yeah, that's how you gain bands. So overall, Ielts is about like 9 bands. You know how in 12th or year 12 standard, or in any standard, your every specific subject is of 100 marks, and then overall your whole class, your whole examination is also of 100 marks. So every section is of 9 bands, and overall Ielts is also of 9 bands. Now moving on to the pattern. The pattern, as I told you before, first you're gonna be having your listening and the different sections, reading, writing, and speaking. That's how you're gonna be having it, and it's not gonna be like if you're having one test today, 3 tests today, and the speaking test tomorrow. So it's not gonna be like if you fail today's and you're not gonna be sitting in the what we call that speaking test. No, it's not gonna be like that. You are gonna give all of the 4 sections. You're gonna be writing, you're gonna be speaking, you're gonna be reading, and you're gonna be listening. You're gonna be doing all of that stuff. So that's just a pattern. And the next, I'm gonna give you some tips. So yeah, let's get started on the tips. Tip number 1, which I like to give you all, is that start doing practice papers. I know what you all must be thinking right now is that we don't even know what IELTS is and we start doing practice papers. So people, let me tell you something. If you people aren't like focusing on on English, like everything on English, pronunciation and your grammar stuff, and you're just focusing on the examination, just the IELTS examination, so I'm gonna ask you people to start doing practice papers. Just do like 1 or 2. So this is tip number 1. I know this wasn't a tip, this was just something I was asking you to do. But the second one is, after giving that test, after you have your score, then what you gotta do is you have to analyze your mistakes. After analyzing your mistakes, you know what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. So you gotta work on your weakness first, and your strength is always your strength. So that is how you can prepare for your weakness and your strengths too. And the next part is the third tip is the timing. Timing is always necessary. Timing is like, if it is for 60 minutes and you're like finishing it in 80 minutes, no, that isn't like really nice. So you gotta focus on the timing. You gotta have a alarm set, like after giving 2 or 3, after practice papers, after doing 2 or 3 practice papers, what you gotta do is you gotta have an alarm set, and you're gonna be doing that test under the time pressure. And yeah, that would be pretty nice. Next is for the reading part, or for anything, just don't try to read every word. Like it's not necessary that you have to know every word, but yeah, you do gotta have nice vocabulary. But if you're gonna read everything and gonna understand everything, it's gonna consume more time. So just try to get a general idea of the writing section too, and of the reading section too. So yeah, just trying to get the basic idea, the general idea. It's gonna help you a lot. And the last tip, which I like to give you all, is be confident. Just don't panic and stuff. I mean, this is the tip which people basically have before the day of their exam, but I'm still giving you this. Just don't worry, it's gonna be nice. Just be confident and do stuff as much as you can. And yeah, one more tip, I forgot that. This is really important. I don't know how I forget important things, but yeah, now here I am. So important tip is that always, always, always read the instructions. If people don't read the instructions, I mean, in instructions it must be written, you have to fill in these answers in like 1 word or 2 word, and you're filling over there in like 3 words or 4 words. So that's not really gonna be right. And do remember that if you have a wrong spelling, so the whole answer would be wrong. You're not gonna get any mark for that, even if your answer is correct, but the spelling is wrong. So do read the instructions, like how many words they're asking for, if they're asking for letters, if they're asking for just a single letter or for the whole word. So you do gotta read the instructions. That's it. That's what IELTS is all about. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I am Janhavi Panwar, and I hope you all are staying safe. All the best for anything you're going to be doing in your life or your future. And yeah, do subscribe to my channel. Do like, do share. Do follow me on all of my social media, and below down in the description box, I have all of my, I've written all of these stuff which I have to for my Instagram, for my Twitter, and for my Facebook. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and stay safe. Bye!